There's a gentleman there in a maroon shirt and a nice tie. You can say something. And then the lady, you are not a lady, there's a lady there, yes. Stand up, lady there. You can stand up, madam, yeah. Haya, uliza maswali, boss.
Mr. President, I'm honored to be in your presence. I am, my name is Tom Mongosi. I am from New York, but I am a very, how can I say, I'm a diaspora farmer. In that, I mean, I do a lot of acreages in Narok for wheat. But I know, I'm not too sure, but I know it came to your attention that this planting season, I lost over 250,000 on fake fertilizer, which was sold to us by the National Cereal Produce Board. So from your office and from the ministry that is standing in for agriculture, as farmers, we are suffering on this end of getting things that really, I'm not sure if the government knows or the government has party to it or what it is that you need to tell us as farmers, because I'm trying to fight for my refund of all the almost 100 bags I got for fake fertilizer.
I will answer you right away. Number one, we asked every farmer who bought fertilizer that was finally identified not to be good to register, and 7,000 farmers registered. And already we have started compensation of every farmer. You will get equivalent fertilizer without having to pay. Every farmer. That is number one. That is number one. And number two, we have taken the managing director of Cereals Board and all his team. They are now waiting for prosecution. We have already sent them out of office, and we are going to deal with them firmly and conclusively. Are we together? So we will not only refund you, we will not only give you, replace your fertilizer, but we are also going to deal with the crooks. Yes, let me, the lady.
I want to tell you, thank you so much for coming to Atlanta, Georgia. We are very excited to have you here. To introduce myself, my name is Jonelle Carol Menifee. It's my mother and partner, Carol Menifee. And we represent Solar Time USA. And we have a company in Kenya called Nice Solar Time Kenya. And our focus is mainly solar.
Excuse me, madam. Your English is a bit... Can you try Kiswahili? Maybe. ama kidogo upunguze the twang imenipita kidogo. I'm sorry.
Very interested in rural development when it relates to farmers, when it relates to underdeveloped communities. Is that slow enough? Just want to understand your administration's program for last mile connectivity and making sure that as Kenya develops, it doesn't leave the rural community behind.
Are you talking about electricity?
That too.
What was? What? Okay. Sorry, I had to get some translation. I now know what you want. It is true. It is true that we have a program on electricity and the last mile connectivity. And it's a program that we have worked on for the last 10 years. And in fact, in 2018, the number of households that were connected to electricity were 2.3 million. Today, we have 10 million households connected to electricity. And this year, in our budget this year, we have 12 billion shillings that is going to go towards that program of last mile connectivity. I agree with you that it's a very important program, and it gives us an opportunity to connect more homes, especially now that we are moving into a digital space. We are digitizing government services, and therefore it is necessary for citizens to have means of charging gadgets that they can use to access government services. So we have a plan, as I have told you, that's already funded in our budget. So, and forgive me if I didn't understand hapo Kiingereza yako ndio imenichanganya kidogo, lakini ni sawa. There is another lady there. Let me listen to the lady in blue and a nice hairstyle.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Mr. President, and Her Excellency, the First Lady. All protocols are observed. My name is Mbula Musau. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm very happy to be here in Atlanta with the coffee delegation. I work in coffee. And I was very happy to hear you talk about the reduction of imports of certain products that Kenya imports. And I'm here just to, I know that you're doing a lot of work on coffee reforms in Kenya, and we truly appreciate you. We're supportive of the power that's going back to farmers and to growers so that they can earn more from what God has endowed us in coffee. Now, my question is, would there be additional ways of getting Kenya to reduce on the imports of the low-quality coffees? Kenya has been a dumping ground of low-quality coffees from around the world, which sometimes stifles our internal market, making us unable to counter or negotiate because all the prices are basically pushed on us. Is there any way to help us be able to improve our local market, even as we look at AfCFTA? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Three things that we are doing. Number one, in the next cabinet meeting that I'm going to have, we will be approving a write-off of 6 billion Kenya shillings for coffee farmers so that we can reduce debts on coffee farming. Number two, if you look at our budget this year, Kimani Ichung'wah, who is here with me, will tell you we have another 2 billion shillings that we have put for cherry fund to support farmers where they can have an intervention as they wait for auctions that will give them the correct price, because our intention is to push the money that is available to farmers beyond 100 shillings per kilo. So that is the next assignment that we are working on. Number three is that we are going to be working on incentives to make sure that our coffee, our premium coffee, is marketed appropriately, efficiently, globally, because we have some of the best coffee anywhere in the world. So those are the three things we are doing in the coffee space. Thank you very much, Mbula. We have a gentleman in a bishop. We have a bishop there. Please, 1 minute, Bishop.
Yes, Your Excellency, thank you very much. A year ago, I wrote a book about you, and my efforts to present this book to you have been fruitless. Okay. Kindly allow me to present it to you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
It is a profile in humility, hard work, and resilience. Mr. President, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much, Bishop. Okay, let me take from that desk there, maybe. Yes, maybe but the lady. The lady. We exchange men and women like that. We must be gender sensitive. Okay, there is a lady there. She will be the last one. Yes.
First of all, I want to say thank you so much. We see your work. We see you traveling, and I'm so proud of you. My name is Irene Masai. I'm from Eldoret. I just want to touch on two things. I feel there has been a higher rate of women that have been killed. We see it on social media. Is there something that you are putting forward to kind of prevent like gender-based violence? And also about if you see less women have resources on their name, is there an office that can help that more than men? And another thing is disability. My friend wanted to ask that. I can give him.
Okay, you have no authority to hand over the microphone to somebody. Let me answer Madam Masai there. Yes, there has been at some point an upsurge of femicide in Kenya, and we took steps as government to make sure that facilities, especially Airbnb facilities that were the main epicenter of that exercise, we've put in new regulations to demand that such facilities must have a record of who frequents, who uses those facilities, so that we can, and we've also insisted that there must be CCTV cameras to make sure that it is clear and known who is using what facilities. Ever since we took the steps as government to secure those places, and also we have sensitized citizens to make sure that they don't deal with people who they don't know who they are. We have since seen a reduction of those incidences, and we are trying to see how we can profile women better. In fact, last week on Friday, Wednesday. Last week on Wednesday, I presided over a pass-out parade of our military. And we had, for the first time, the highest ever women who graduated as military officers, 1,020 women. We also want to populate the security space with women so that they can genderize security and make sure that we facilitate more women to play a role in that space. And finally, I have a gender advisor in my office at the level of at the level actually of minister in my office, and we are working together to see how we can influence policy, we can change programs to make sure that they are gender sensitive, because it is in any case a requirement of our constitution.